Hello everyone, I'm Karen Schaefer, founder of APSD, the Association of Property Scene Designers for Home Staging Professionals. Welcome to your next APSD Home Staging Training session. One of the steps in the APSD Home Staging Training Pyramid is to identify the anchor in the room. An anchor is where your eye falls first, or a distinct focal point in the room. These bookshelves are definitely a distinct focal point in this room. So what we decided to do was look around the whole house, see what we could find. So it was really a bit of a scavenger hunt for us. And I think that our APSD Stager Pro design team came up with a fabulous little display that kept it uncluttered. It still flowed with the rest of the room and had nice balance and really defined our focal point. Again, that's step number 4 in the APSD Home Staging Training Pyramid. So we start up top with something that's sort of larger and heavier in the center. So if it's a larger, heavier item, you want to make sure you center that on a shelf. And because it's big, it can carry the top or the bottom. So always keep that in mind when you're trying to use a variety of different items. Next, we found these very pretty tall candle holders. Now they were 3 different sizes, and the green in the candle holder is carried throughout ever so slightly in the rest of this room. So it was a nice color for us to add and to give an otherwise sort of neutral palette a little punch of color. In addition to that, a few other things we found after digging around just a little bit were these 2 old books. I love using old books. I almost always remove the dust cover because they're far more interesting to look at, to hold, to touch. It gives you a little texture, and we can see the real spine, which again is really engaging versus just an old dust cover. So here we found Pride and Prejudice and Vanity Fair. So 2 great old classics, which once again people want to pick up, flip through, and pause to remember. So they're even a very subtle pocket of emotion. Once again, we had to come down to the center in order to create extraordinary balance. Balance is one of the Sweet 16 APSD standards and procedures that I teach in every single one of our APSD home staging training courses, because if something is off balance, you can not only see it, but you feel it. And that in and of itself should really help you to look at something and go, wow, does it look unbalanced, but also does it feel balanced as well. So down here we had to balance our big plant up top. So again, we looked around, we found this candle, which was originally located downstairs in the bar area. It already had its own little base. And then we found this great family photo album. It's got a photo of a father and his 2 sons. It has pictures in the center, and that was the perfect part that we were just missing in our little shelving unit here. Again, it balanced the plant. It added a little bit of a pocket of emotion to it as well, which is so important. And in today's world, so many people used to say, you know, depersonalize, depersonalize. That's antiquated training. That what people want today is they want to know who made this house a home. I want a little history of who lived here before. And so even if you have to fudge just a little bit, you always want to add in a touch of personalization. I mean, think about it. Would reality TV be so big today if we didn't want to be just a little bit nosy into other people's lives? The name of the game today is do personalize ever so slightly. I hope you've enjoyed your APSD home staging training session. If you'd like to receive more information about APSD or simply join us on our free weekly publication of business, marketing, and home staging strategies, just go to apsdmembers.com. That's the Association of Property Scene Designers, apsdmembers.com. I'm Karen Schaefer. Thanks for joining me.